Hello all. Today we'll be discussing solving clean water shortages in Hawaii through nuclear desalination. My name is Wade Cash and I'm nuclear engineering intent.
My name is Joseph Polinski. I'm also nuclear engineering intent.
I'm Diego Villalobos. I'm mechanical engineering intent.
My name is Alex Schneck, and I'm mechanical engineering intent as well.
Our primary audience for this proposal is the local population of Hawaii and their respective state governments. Although the severity of the crisis differs by island, there is an overall shortage of clean drinking water across the entire state of Hawaii. There's three main factors for this shortage, the first being climate change. Increasing temperatures has caused the rainfall in Hawaii during its wet seasons to decrease 31% since 1990. Another issue was pollution of Hawaii drinking water. The Red Hill petroleum spill was one example of polluting local drinking water and causing a water shortage. Lastly, over-tourism from the resort industry in Hawaii is straining the water supply due to lack of regulation and rules on the industry. Mass tourism after the pandemic also is straining the water supply.
Ultimately, we are solving the engineering grand challenge of providing clean water. We are doing this specifically through nuclear desalination technology. And more specifically to that, we are using small modular reactors or SMRs, which are ideal for a climate like Hawaii, which has a naturally volatile environment with lots of volcanic activity and earthquakes, which small modular reactors don't care as much about. Right here is our visual. We have a diagram generally describing a nuclear desalination plant, which starts with a nuclear reactor, which heats up and boils water, which then heats up and boils more water, which turns the turbine. And then that turbine water needs to be cooled down to be reused again, which we then make use of that heat byproduct with a saltwater input to heat that salt water into steam, which separates it from the salt, and then we can collect that steam as a clean water output.
Key to applying the solution we created is gathering public approval by convincing both the local population and government to the benefits an SMR would have on the region. The population of 1.4 million present makes the small islands very population dense, which could be a factor in commencing a construction project in the region, especially in regards to preserving residential property. Since our solution plans on implementing an SMR on the island of Molokai, which hosts a relatively small population of about 7,500, convincing the native population to the project in addition to passing legislation that permits construction of such infrastructure would allow our solution to truly be of assistance. Rallying support for our solution through advertisements, raising general awareness of the effects of water pollution in the region, and legislation discussions would not only permit us to implement our solution, but also gather fundings for the application of a reactor in Hawaii.
When it comes time to build nuclear reactors, there are a couple of things that must be taken into account. First, finding the right location requires the right altitude, making sure that a body of water is near, and also making sure that the reactor is far away from civilization so that the waste produced doesn't harm civilians, which makes Molokai perfect for what we want to do. As for funding our project, there are two main ways we can obtain money, either through the government or private investors. With the intention of this project being to help the human race, not making a profit, this would be more than likely a deterrent for most companies. This would make grants, bonds, and loans from the U.S. government be the primary way we will be able to obtain the necessary funding, also setting up other programs around the country to help gather donations.